Sponsored by Kangoo. Today I want to talk to you about flying over water, and I've got some points to talk about. One is outs. So if you see below me, there are not really any outs that I could land at besides for if I tried to land at one of these tiny little islands. But that's a risk I was willing to take, and if you look around my neck, I have some personal flotation. And that's a big part of this. I'm going to be talking about what kind of personal flotation I choose to use and why. And as I was flying, I looked down and I saw some manatees. They're right here. 3 of them. Or 4 of them. I think 2 of them were looking for food or something right down below me. I could see them splashing around. If I had a motor out now, I would try to land on probably into that very shallow water, but it's hard to judge. So what you want to know is having more altitude means you've got more time to make decisions. And you'll see I'm messing around with my ear cup. So my microphone quit working. I took it out and I didn't realize that was going to leave a little spot for the air to come through. It was really loud. And while doing that, I accidentally bumped my kill switch. I was trying to put in an earplug. 1, that didn't work. 2, my motor turned back on. And I've got a problem with my starter. I didn't want my pull to go through. So next I want to talk about glide ratio. This is my view from where I was at, and my choice would have been to try to land along here if I did not get my motor started by about the 3rd pull probably. Now, I knew that the problem was that I had accidentally shut my motor off, so I was still confident in flying and just being careful not to accidentally tap my kill switch. And I'm glad I kept flying because right down here, if you can see them, there are a bunch of dolphins right there. And that dolphin turned sideways to look at me flying, which was pretty cool. I saw him, he saw me. Saw the people who were enjoying the red tide down below. I waved to them like I'm the Queen of England. I don't know how they're down there. There's red tide and makes it very hard to breathe. Then also, probably can't see, but there's a bunch of animals in the water. So from here, if I had a motor out, oh, there's a stingray or turtle or something. If I had a motor out, I would be in the water right here. Here's the town of Fort Myers. Check my gas. Check out this building. I was like, man, that seawall is really close to the water, and it turns out that that was actually on the news that night. They were covering that this building is not doing so hot after having the water from Ian pick away a ton of the sand that was there. Humans fighting nature. So another thing I want to talk about is flotation systems. So the one that I wear goes around my neck, and it's a 28 gram cartridge that I have inside of there, and I might actually go up to a larger size cartridge to give myself extra buoyancy. But I choose to use the personal flotation devices because they work really well and they're tested and they have to be certified. If you go to Amazon and you type in PFD for personal flotation device, you'll find them. The ones that I like are these kind that have the ability to pull. You can pull the string there and inflate it, or it can be automatically inflated. It's been tested. And I'll show you why right here. Because sometimes if you have an issue and you do end up in the water, this pilot was doing a sat. He said he exited too low. And his motor was just rebuilt, so he didn't realize. He had his music playing, didn't realize his motor wasn't on. Splash down, went in the drink. Auto-inflated, good. The PPG smoke went auto-inflated, but then it burst. Not very useful if they deflate. This pilot was fine. Full recovery of all of his gear. Everything works. So that's good news. So some of those tips: glide ratio, choosing the right inflatable to save your life if you happen to go in the water, and also knowing what your outs are going to be. Constantly just thinking about that might save your skin. Check out all of the blue tarps still down there. That Hurricane Ian totally destroyed some of these buildings. All right, thanks for watching.